I clicked end. Welcome to the podcast, Utter Nonsense. I am Justin Rhodes. I am
the podcast that almost didn't.
I clicked end instead of record.
The podcast that would.
It was about to. I'm
Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Haley Davis.
I am Daniel. That's all I am.
Do you not know your last name either?
It's debatable. I think it's right
debatable.
here. I think it's right here in the thing, but
And we have Nathan. I like to change my camera angle, Becker.
Yeah, because the angle that it was at before wasn't good for my nose.
It looks great.
I don't like this angle because now I feel like I'm in the closet peeping on you.
See, it changed. Now your nose is no longer a focus, but now your face looks wider.
And
that's
then-
okay.
And then that like vase in the back of like right to like behind you to your left, I keep thinking it's a person, pareidolia and whatnot.
And you're not like
That thing right there.
you're not centered of your camera either. It's kind of weird. You're just offset.
It's an Australian thing.
And you can see like your screen.
Cozy thing.
Let's go back to normal. Oh, you went worse. Just the screen is like.
Let's go.
All right, let's do it. Better
Anyways,
than ever.
so within the last 2 weeks, we had a birthday in
Wait.
our.
We did.
Haley turned a whopping 20. Fuck, I was gonna say it was between that and 24.
Oh,
Are you
So-
24?
So I can't like her all year long now.
nope.
That's the rules.
You're not allowed
Why?
to like me.
No one likes you when you're 23.
Apparently,
that was a pretty
jobs don't
shitty
like
year.
you when you're 23. I should have interviewed when I was 22. Jobs don't like you when you're 23.
Oh, that's true. That's why you're not getting any.
That's true.
But so it brings me to. I was gonna ask, what were like birthday milestones as a kid for you that you had in your mind? Like like we're like, oh, 18 is gonna be cool. 21, like, or 16 for driving. Did you guys have like milestones in your mind throughout your whole year that you're like, oh, this is gonna be like cool birthdays?
17.
My 17th.
Really stupid reason, but at the time I thought it was the coolest thing. But that when you turn 17, that's when you can buy rated R movies, and so I took advantage of that. So on my birthday, I bought my first rated R movie, and honestly, I didn't really care for the movie all that much. It was Kick-Ass, but yeah, that I think that was about it. 18 was kind of everyone looks forward to that, so I don't really count that.
Did you ever get excited to like them like card you and you flash and be like, I'm old enough?
Oh, I did no. Yes, that did happen, but not for 21. That happened for 18. Because I don't know if so I don't know if it's changed now, but at least when we were 18, the smoking age was 18. And so I don't smoke, but I really wanted to take advantage of that. Oh, hey, I can do this now.
Did you
So,
buy cigarettes?
I bought cigarettes for Kevin. We were like at college and at RC, and I was like, hey man, I just turned 18 and I really want to take advantage of this privilege I can do that I don't care about. Let me buy you a pack of cigarettes. He's like, all right, in his little Kevin voice.
Little Kevin voice.
Yeah. So I guess that was another one. Nathan?
I got mad because I got turned 18. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it, and then like they never carded me. Still, I was like, mother.
What were you trying to buy?
I don't know. We're just like you're just like trying to buy like I guess like just M-rated stuff, whatever, and it's just like they never carded me.
Yeah.
To this day, I never get carded. I don't get carded for alcohol. I didn't that much.
I did quite a bit.
Yeah, you look good.
I think so. I think it's the chubby cheeks. But lately, no. Like, yeah, lately they haven't. They're like, oh, this girl's seen something.
Like, she looks over 35.
Yeah.
I guess the rule, if you look over 35, you're not supposed to. You get carded if you're under 35 looking.
Interesting. I don't know. Maybe she was busy. But
25 here. If you look under 25.
Delinquents.
Really? Damn.
I would have a
Wait.
really hard time like guessing ages like in the 20s. I don't know
I was
why.
going to say that too. From like 20 to 30, it's a little bit difficult.
Yeah, it's like you just look, I don't know, adult. Like I don't know how to.
Like young adult,
Yeah,
you can't
I
really
can't
like,
tell.
yeah.
I think like 23 or probably 24 like and up is just like where that line gets kind of blurred. 'Cause I think 22 and younger still looks pretty young and like pretty teenish. But yeah, like after that, I think it does get blurred because I know for like the longest time I thought Nathan was our age, and then I didn't have a reason not to think that, so I just assumed you were, and then eventually I think like Justin and Ben said, no, he's a little Pee Wee Scout.
You just look old, Nathan.
Little Pee Wee Scout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all know Gene Wilder was old as fuck, so you look like him. So we just assumed you were old.
He's my dad.
Did you have any birthday milestones?
Like dreaming about or actually turning?
Yeah, dreaming about.
For some reason, I was obsessed with like 16 when I was a kid. When I thought I hit 16, like I peaked in life. That's what I thought.
I can see that. Well, for me, it was because
Yeah.
it was a license.
I think so, but it's like when I turned 16, I didn't get my license. I was terrified of driving. And I think I told like my mom, I was like, you have to like demand that I do driver's ed or else I won't do it. Like you have to make it homework for me.
You didn't
or
inherit your parents' fearless driving.
Not then. Like I remember my mom was like having me go around the block and I don't know, I was driving very, very slow, right? We were in residential and this little girl was on a bike and she just fell, not towards my car, but into the grass.
10 points.
And I was like, ah! Like it scarred me. I was terrified of driving. But no, 16, I thought once I make it to 16, that's it. My life is there.
I think 16 for me as well.
Yeah.
Do you have any older ones?
About
Say anything?
mm,
Like, oh, it's gonna be cool when I turn like this age or whatever. I don't know.
maybe 21.
No, I mean like now for the
Oh,
future.
now?
Not like,
Not really, because it's
like how old are you? Really?
well, like after this birthday, it felt just really like an adult birthday.
That's COVID.
It's like, well, no, it's just like
I still enjoy my birthdays, and I'm older than you, so
well,
that's a you thing.
I don't know. It's just like, yeah, you had to go to work. You had people say happy birthday, but that was about it. And like, not much happened. So it just felt like an adult birthday. So now it's kind of like, now. So it's not really like, maybe I'll go crazy for 30 or something or 25 or whatever. But I do want to travel for 25. Hopefully I can.
I'm sure you probably will.
How about you, Nathan?
Pretty much. I had to think about it for a long time while you guys were saying your stuff, but I think it's like 16 here. You can go for your learner's driver's license, and I think that was probably the milestone for me because I was like, I can finally drive. But apart from that, I mean, 18 was like alcohol and everything else. I didn't really drink much when I was 18. I do remember going into like a bottle-o, like a corner shop thing and getting like some alcohol, and I think I had like one drink and I was like, yeah, I don't like alcohol. I don't like alcohol.
Oh, so
But-
you hadn't actually drank before then?
So I think there was like a 16th that I went to where I got offered like a cruiser or like a sweet vodka drink, and I had it and I was like, yeah, this is alright, but I just wasn't really a big fan because my family was pretty good. Like they weren't really strict on alcohol consumption for me when I was younger.
Mhm.
Like, they're not going to give me like a beer at 4 or anything like that. But like when I was in my teens, they were like, uh, I'd like to, teach you how to drink alcohol properly, like, and like, you kind of surround yourself with people that you're familiar with that can look after you and stuff if anything goes like south. But apart from that, no, they were pretty good about it. And yeah, I don't know, that was pretty much it. Not liking alcohol at 18, I figured out when I had my card for my license that had my date of birth on it, and I was like, yeah, here you go. And the guy was just like, dude, you look fucking 16, but I'm gonna give you this because yeah, you're right. You got your card. But yeah, no, that was pretty much it.
You got anyone looking forward to now?
No. Is there anything anyone's looking for after 25, like age-wise, or any milestones or anything? We can't really.
I look forward to 30 and 40.
You do?
I look forward to every 10 years. Yeah.
Yeah. It feels like
Ever
a
since
bigger
you were-
deal, huh? Except for 20. I feel like
Yeah,
nobody
'cause
cares
20
about
Yeah,
20.
'cause 20 gets 21. Yeah, but I look forward to 30 and 40 and like on and on.
So for 30, do you want a office themed birthday?
What?
I don't know. I just feel like that would be the perfect one to do. Have you seen those? You haven't seen them? Oh, good, because I'm gonna do it for you. So
I'm gonna look it up now.
no, it's basically just like, what's her name? The really annoying one. Starts with the K.
Kelly.
Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly's party that they did.
Oh,
They basically just do that.
it is your birthday.
Yeah,
It's a statement of fact.
yeah, and then like one of the YouTubers watched. She did it for her husband's 30th birthday, but she actually, I don't know, if she made it or got it made. Like had a bobblehead made of him.
That's cute.
Yeah,
That is pretty cool.
I
yeah.
don't really care so much as what we do for birthday. More of like, I feel like it's another decade. I deserve something expensive.
That was me
Mm.
basically like the whole like last of March, most of April. I was like, no, I need this. Yeah, for my birthday. No, I need that.
I feel like I'm gonna turn 30, so you're gonna need to get me a $30,000 gift.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
More like 300
Yeah,
or
maybe.
$30.
I want a grand piano.
Babe,
I
Get
think
a
it-
get a
I think it is-
second-hand one.
I think I deserve that.
when I
think you
make
need
my
the
book.
space for it first, though.
Yeah, we'll just get rid of the couch in the front room.
No,
Get
Why
rid of the
not-
get
why
rid of
We're
not
the,
not
get rid of
getting
the
a-
piano in there?
yeah,
get
we
rid
need
of
to.
the TV and then put the piano in front of the TV and you can watch me play. That'll be your entertainment.
It seems like old money, white people.
It is old money. Like, what are you talking
I
about?
mean,
They-
Haley, you're white people, so.
But I'm not old money. We come from
Mm.
like literal mobile home.
yeah, but you could have been old money. You could have
Greatly.
squandered it away.
No, that was marijuana money. That was cartel money.
But so yeah,
What? You want a grand piano?
I want. Yeah.
He's told you.
He's told me this many times, but I'm not getting you a grand piano for an apartment. It's gonna be
Fine, 35.
well,
As soon as we get a house, when we get a house, we're gonna be driving there, and I want to open the door. I want there to be a grand piano in it.
all right.
Not this cheap shit either. I don't want a baby grand. I want a grand.
You want a full
Wait,
grand?
Yep.
Will you take one that came to the house, that came with the house, and the house is haunted? Will you take
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
With
What do you
the
mean-
house is
What do you mean
haunted?
haunted? Can I tell it to go away?
No,
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 the
no, no,
ghost will like do the duet part with you.
What kind of haunting we talking about, Danny?
We're talking about like the kind where the ghost just kind of fucks with you, and well, like it doesn't. It's not fucking with you on purpose. It's just it's more just doing its regular, like it's on its own little loop, doing
Yeah.
its little ghost things.
Yeah, well,
And
get out
maybe-
of its way.
No, but like sometimes those things are malevolent. Sometimes they're
Oh.
just it, like playing music on the piano.
Is it racist?
Does it matter?
Yeah.
Yes, because it depends on what songs it plays.
It's Civil War time. You decide which side it's on, though.
You decide.
Both were racist.
They were.
Everyone was racist in the Civil War.
Okay, so then the answer is yes.
Yeah,
It's a racist ghost.
that's hilarious. You decide.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I
That's
feel
fine.
like I attribute racist to all ghosts. I don't know why. I just feel like when I think of ghosts, I feel like you've died before the year 1900.
What if it's like a 2001 ghost?
Yeah, I never
So
think
it's like,
about that. I never
it's
think
Britney,
about the
bitch.
fact that like a ghost died in like 2000. You know what I mean? I never think about that.
So
I'm sure they do. Like in
when-
Juicy Couture sweatpants.
It's
and
just my
like,
interpretation. Like it's been so like ingrained.
Yeah.
Like ghosts are from like old shit that I've never contemplated. Like a ghost that's like 10 years ago.
I kind of have something about this. Well, not lately, but when we moved to this house, the family that lived here before us, they had a son who had passed away, and he was a little kid. I think he was like somewhere between like 6 and 8.
oh, that's
And
worse.
yeah. But yeah, point being, he would have, yeah, sometime after 2000. And when like the first year or two when we lived here, like little weird things would happen around here that like it really kind of felt like it was a little kid just being mischievous. And like they weren't like it was never like an outright like just creepy thing happening, but like just little things that had no explanation that were just stupid. Like there was I remember like the thing that happened a lot of times, and like just enough that like we realized what was going on in our bathroom or in my bathroom. When we first moved in there, it didn't have like a little what's that thing called? Like where the toilet paper, where that holds the toilet paper, the little thing.
Yeah, but I know what you're talking about, like the
Oh,
toilet
toilet
paper
paper
holder.
holder?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I was hoping it had a better name, but so yeah, our my bathroom didn't have one. So for like the first few years, we just kind of had a toilet paper roll right there on the counter, and that just how it was. And there was a lot of times where, for whatever reason, that roll would be on the opposite end of the counter, just like for no reason. And like sometimes I would think it was my sister doing it just to mess with us, but even then, it didn't make a lot of sense. And then I know one time she was like, Danny, what the hell? Why'd you move the toilet paper? I didn't realize it until I was like
No, that's the
already
long
done.
con. That's gaslighting you, dude.
No. She's not about the long con. She is very short term, immediate gratification. That's her. And no, and like it still happened a few times after she had moved away too.
Nah, she's driving back in the middle of the night.
Maybe.
I would do that. I would totally do that.
I'm sure you would.
But no, there was other little things too. But I remember like that specifically being a thing that was like a common occurrence. But yeah, little kid post 2000 ghost.
Can you imagine a 5-year-old brat that died and became a ghost? Just like fucking with shit, just running in the road in front of cars.
Whee!
We
With the big
Fortnite,
wheel.
We like Fortnite. We like Fortnite.
Yeah. Just like dabbing constant
Yeah.
in the mirror.
He just he's just sitting there doing the L dance. He's like,
He's like Naruto running in the street.
Like you see a reflection like on my TV. You just like a kid doing the Naruto run all the way through.
It's so
oh no,
funny.
it's just randomly like, I like you cut G.
That's so funny.
You don't feel the smack,
wouldn't
but
be
you hear
scared.
it, and
I'd
you're
be-
just like, ah.
No, imagine like a TikToker now, and like as a ghost, and be like in the middle of the street, just like.
Sheesh.
You can make it happen.
You can make it happen, yeah.
You want a Casey Anthony or a kid at 6?
Yeah. See what he does.
Wow, you just assumed your
Dang
kid's
it,
gonna be a boy. Wow,
That's true.
Wow.
I did.
wow,
You
you
know-
hate women.
I hate him. Wait, if I'm killing the kid, wouldn't that?
I guess.
Yeah.
It's morally gray either way.
A bit of a gray area.
So
But,
I know. What?
So.
No, I was gonna say something, but then you guys interrupted. Oh, that's what it is.
You're a little ghost.
That's the ghost! Danny, that's the ghost! Is it doing the L dance, dude?
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Just flop.
Just flop.
Don't go. Dan's gonna. Don't do it, Dan. Don't die. Danny, don't die.
Oh,
That's how
no.
Danny dies. What if you see Danny just fly across the room?
And you see the little ghost like following.
It'd be so cool to see Danny just getting Darth Vader choked by a little kid.
It's not the homicide for
You
me.
just-
It's
you just see him. You just see him like grab his neck, and then you just see his legs go up, and that's it. Never there again.
I'm somebody should make that like a for real scary movie, but like of a TikToker ghost.
They probably will. They
Yeah, no.
probably will.
But not like a
It-
parody or anything like that. I just want to see. I don't think I could watch the parody, but a real one.
Not all parodies are
Dude.
bad.
No,
Oh,
there are.
It's
They
not
are.
Danny. It's not Danny. It's possessed. It's not Danny. not
I do
Danny.
actually have I do
me.
actually have a question for everyone though. I actually thought this was a pretty good topic. Do you feel like you've ever is Danny here now? Denny's
Yeah,
here?
dude, I'm right here.
Okay. All right. No, I was just double checking if you had.
Oh,
yeah.
you're making sure
Um,
you're making sure it's actually me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sheesh.
Danny,
Yeah.
Danny, if it's
You're just
you-
like, low jokes. I'm not Danny.
It's an impersonation
Uh,
for me.
wait, Danny, if it's you, what happened in the hotel room with what is it doing?
I don't know.
Can you see a little?
Yeah, I legit don't know what that was. That was the moment
He
that
silenced the ghost.
Wait, did you guys just hear it like high pitch, like eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Emily sneezing. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I thought it was coming from my end.
Yeah, she's watching all the Marvel films at the moment with one of her friends, and that was
what kind
her
of sneeze was
yeah.
that?
Yeah, it sounds like a rocket, man. It sounds like a really, really tiny rocket.
Reminds me of that movie where it's like, help, help.
She's just like, sheesh.
But you have to
Wait.
do the arm movement too.
Sheesh. Sheesh.
Wait, so I don't know
Supposed
that.
to- you're supposed to
What do you
I
guys-
don't
what is
understand
that?
it either.
You're supposed
Nobody
to dab
really.
when you do, what is it like destroy?
What?
Supposed
It's
to
like
dab
what
when you
is
sneeze.
what is
No.
the what is the like hand?
I don't.
like,
I have no
arm
idea.
thing?
Yeah, I have no idea.
I see it too,
Nobody
but
really
like
knows.
I've
I just
only
do
ever
it.
got like
Kids
the
cutting?
sheesh.
No, they're like, I don't know why. I don't know why.
haven't
I don't
seen
know my
that.
generation.
No, but dab is like
Wow.
that because it stands for destroy all bacteria.
That's
So
so
dumb.
stupid. No.
No,
Wait,
but it's
Nathan, what were you
you're
gonna
supposed to
ask?
like do it in your. Okay.
The way I look at teachers, you should be timeless. You should not have any kind of like slang that the kids are using. You should never.
Oh, watch out with the
Oh
knife,
mate,
Jamal.
imagine that the first class that like the first day of your new class, you just go in, you're like, what's going on? Sheesh!
They're like, that was
And they're all just
so,
like, she just do that.
You gonna be timeless?
she infiltrated.
You gonna be timeless?
I'm just gonna like
What time? From what timeless? 'Cause I mean that can mean a lot.
That's how you get respected.
so
You gonna
Civil
bring
War.
out the gonna bring out the paddles.
It's
We're
like
gonna do the
imagine
friendly style. I don't give a damn.
imagine if you're
You're
doing
just
like
gonna be
math or
colonizing
something,
them?
right? You're doing like math, right? And you've got a classroom and one person goes up and like they answer the question, it's like sheesh, and all the rest of the kids are like sheesh.
Maybe that'll be a
Man,
callback. I could do that. No, I
That'd
think
be
they
a
would.
vibe, man. That would like
do it.
respect.
I would love
right
it, but
there.
they would hate it. They would be like, "Oh my gosh, like, please stop."
Just make certain students sit in the back of the class.
I'm not gonna. I'm not good. That's gonna get me in trouble. I'm not
That-
gonna
That's
do
just bad.
that. Mm-mm.
The good kids, and then have the bad kids sit in the front, so that
Then
they're forced to learn.
But then what if that makes the good kids bad?
Just never ending.
We don't. Society doesn't care about any kids, so who cares?
Yeah.
Anyways,
What was your question?
well, yeah.
Yeah, Nathan, what was your
Oh, I
question?
was gonna
After the
ask.
sneeze.
I was gonna ask as far as like.
Sounds like my mom's laugh when like you say something, you're making fun of her.
Bro.
What is that? Justin Bieber's like, I like your
the
laugh.
way that you had no chill in that interview. Answer your. Ask the question, Nathan. Sorry.
Nathan, shoot.
No, I was gonna ask as far as like paranormal stuff. Have you guys
Um,
actually like experienced anything? Or well, actually, the first question would be, do you believe in it? And if so, do you feel like you've had an experience with it?
I've had an out of body experience, sir.
With me?
It's paranormal, right?
Out of body?
Because I
What-
asked
what do
out
you-
of this world.
Ah!
Well, so do you believe
That
in
was a
it?
good
then?
one.
Yeah, of course. I believe in like literally everything. I'm always like, it's
Can
possible.
happen. Can happen.
So you
possible.
believe? So you believe the COVID vaccine changed your DNA?
Yes.
We went over
Yes,
this.
doesn't it? But
I was-
everything.
We went over this. I was
Does.
talking to Ben. I was like, yeah, it was weird. I threw a baseball. It just kept going in the air. Like it didn't stop.
That was funny what Ben said about the vaccine. He's just like, because like the whole conspiracy thing of it being like him getting microchipped, and he's like, so how do I charge this thing? Is it like wireless? Or... to like the nurse.
Yeah,
Uh,
that
But
was
no,
pretty funny
I
when he
mean,
told us
like,
to.
I mean, like, yeah, like ghosts and shit. I'm always like, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like you can't know or not know. Like, there's no evidence either way, kind of thing. So it's like, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Where'd you come
I-
from?
I know she came from the closet.
Nathan,
Well,
I
where'd
do.
you come from?
Okay, my first thing, we should have waited on that until the Halloween episode. Now
We
to
should
actually answer
have,
the
yeah.
question, I do believe in stuff like that, but I don't think I've ever explicitly seen anything. I might have heard something once, but I wasn't entirely sure. But
I feel like the mind is very good at being afraid and
Yeah.
seeing things in places. But at the same time, I still think I'm like, yeah, it could exist. Ghosts and shit could exist.
sleep paralysis demons are the coolest thing when they happen to you.
Have you had it happen to you?
Just one time last year. It was cool. It
I
was
would
really
Just
really
cool.
I would love
I've-
to be Danny's sleep paralysis demon.
What would you do?
Boom, boom,
Just
boom.
vote.
Let me hear you say wayo. And then he's like, wayo.
I would just do shit like I would disappear and then I would just tickle his feet from the end of the bed.
See,
and you go, tickle,
Well-
tickle.
Well, see,
You'd
it's one.
probably like stroke his beard a little bit.
I'd pop his toes.
You
Aw.
would.
That's very romantic of you.
I'll
So
invoice you
creepy.
later.
I would just do dick shit. Like I would just get a water bottle and just like make him pee himself and stuff like that.
Oh, that's
Stuff like
so
that.
mean.
Oh, this reminds me. I don't want to like steer the conversation or pranks. You've all like, I guess Danny spent the night at someone's house like once as a kid. But like, kids do pranks to each other, right? When they fall asleep and shit. I did a lot of stuff like, we'd be like the first person to fall asleep, we're gonna prank you, So we'd do little stuff like we would like you'd pour a little bit of water on your crotch and they can make them pee themselves, or like you'd put whipped cream on the hand and tickle the face, something like that.
Or pee on the crotch and tell them it was them.
Oh, whoa. Danny,
Oh, that's
no
bad.
wonder why you weren't invited to the sleepover.
But it was little stuff like that, right? Like it wasn't anything bad. Or one thing to do was kind of more like mean is you'd put headphones in the person and then you just like turn the volume on real quick and they'd be like,
yeah.
Well, my friends, I fell asleep for like the first time first, and they're like, how can we prank him? They're like, oh, I know what to do. Let's just get a bottle of hot sauce and just dump it over his entire face.
Oh my god.
And it was the worst thing ever. I was so mad. I just woke up to intense burning in my mouth, my nose, my eyes. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you
Oh,
guys?
I'm
like,
dying.
pepper
I'm
spray.
dying.
They were they're like pranked you, but I was like, how?
I got you.
I remember I woke up. I was like, oh, I was like, what's happening? And I was like, "Ah," and they were just laughing. And I was like, how do you take? And then that's probably why I'm a dick now.
That birth
When
chick.
did that happen? How young were you when that happened?
This was middle school. I remember it was Jonathan Savital and LaRocca.
Oh,
It was all
Jonathan.
come together,
Oh, Jonathan.
and that was
Yeah,
that'd
and
be
then-
funny.
One of them just
Yeah.
like, you just got pranked, bro. And then you're just like, yeah, you got me. While you still got it all in your face.
They,
You're like,
they-
hey,
And the
that
other
was
one's
so
like,
good. Yeah.
it burned more than anything.
Just start crying.
I was just so
You got me.
I was so dead asleep and disoriented, and you just wake up to burning.
Yeah.
And so then after that,
Well, at
my
least now you're
mission-
prepared for that in case you're ever waking up in a fire again. Like, you know
So
what
I
to
just wanted to
expect.
let you know, Danny, everything I've done to you, blame them.
I do already blame them for it,
Jonathan.
even before.
I've never
Alright.
killed Danny though, so I mean, I feel like it's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. I mean, it's
It
not,
all
not-
evens out.
He has
Not
all
that
his
you could.
limbs.
Yeah.
I could definitely kill you, Danny.
Yeah.
you know, although I'd like to think, and I've already accepted this as the truth, that through just the course of everything you've ever done to me, it somehow was indirectly responsible for me needing to get my gallbladder removed.
I saved your life.
That's like a Jim from The Office move. Like,
The long con.
I've
yeah.
been slowly poisoning Danny for like all these years.
Yes.
I'm gonna blame the chocolate muffins your mom made one time in high school. I just remember some chocolate muffins one time, and I think she said, or somebody said they weren't that good, but I ate one or two, and they were fucking delicious.
Reminds me of the chocolate cake Will threw up all over the couch.
Ew.
That's what he threw up. I thought he just.
Did you know this story? Wait, I didn't tell it on the podcast, did I?
mm,
I don't know if
don't think
Nathan knows the
maybe,
story. Do you know the story at all?
I don't think so.
It was like this was like the first time. Actually, yeah, this was the time Danny stayed over when we were younger. This is like the one time,
yeah.
and it was when we lived on J Street. So we had like a big backyard, so we're all gonna camp in the backyard. We'd have like bonfires, and then like afterwards, like yeah, we're all gonna sleep in a tent in the backyard. And so Danny and I went out to the backyard, but like our friend Will stayed in the house because he wasn't feeling good. He just was upset, whatever. And so he just stayed in the house all night long. Danny and I just stayed in the tent. And we woke up the next morning and he was just like, hey, I threw up on your couch. We're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Apparently, we had a Doberman at the time. And it was in my mom's room and it got out. And it was like in the front room and it went to sleep on the floor. And Will was scared.
Of the dog?
Yes, he was on the couch. And he's like, I didn't feel good. I had to throw up. So he was like, this is like the back of the couch. And he was sleeping like this. And he saw the dog. So he just went like this. And just threw up all over a white couch.
Oh.
It was just, and he had like we had a bunch of chocolate cake the night before. That's probably why he threw up.
Why did we have a chocolate cake?
I don't know. My mom just probably made us cake, whatever, you know. And he ate too much of it. And so it was
Yeah.
just this big old
Oh, gross. And he continued to sleep on the couch?
yeah, he just went back to sleep because he's scared of the dog.
You know what? This is it. This is my life.
He was scared of the dog. I remember that.
Man, we had a lot of really good times at that house. Like just a lot of like our good high school memories I remember like from that house. Like when that time we played what's that game? That drinking game?
I know.
Oh, we had was it Pass Out?
Yeah, pass out. Or no, I thought it was blackout or something like that. Yeah, well, when we played that game and I threw up a lot of water and
Oh,
my
yeah.
burritos and tacos.
There was a game called Pass Out, but it was a drinking game, but we were underage at the time and we didn't have alcohol, so we decided to use water instead. And so so it became a game of like who could take the most water without throwing up. We were just consuming mass amounts. I was smart enough to give us all plastic bags before we played the game because I was like, someone's gonna throw up. Sure enough,
I threw up.
Danny was like, I just don't feel good. He's like, I don't feel good. Let's go in the. He's like, you're fine, Danny. He's like, I don't feel good. I'm gonna get the bag, and he started throwing up in the bag, and it was funny because he'd be like, oh my god, I feel so bad. And he starts throwing up, and then he'd be like, oh my god, I think it's finally over. I feel better. And like, I'm not joking. Imagine a plastic bag from the store, and it was just like filling up. Like,
Oh,
it was
gross.
just-
No, you can find a picture of it on my Instagram. It's like a really old photo, and I have my hair's like around this length, and I'm just holding it very proudly.
Ew. Now I want to look.
We did a lot of
It'll
fun
stare if you
shit.
change your mind.
We did like the cinnamon. We did the
Oh, the
cinnamon,
cinnamon
challenge.
challenge?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I
A
remember
lot?
Well, I mean, we did it to everyone.
everyone had to be initiated.
We did it to poor Jonathan Octavius. I remember he was just so not happy.
I don't remember. You guys must have done it before you did it with me then, because I don't
He just didn't have a good time afterwards. Like he was just, and then you remember Ivan, right? And
His brother Lewis.
Lewis,
His dad
yeah.
almost died.
yeah, yes,
Let me see. Let me see. Let me
That's
see.
Let me see.
Yeah.
That's
See,
the
there's my
best.
bag
Hang
of
on,
throw
no,
up.
no, no.
That's
Oh my god,
nasty.
Denny. Look at you. You look so young, man.
Throwback
I mean,
Thursday
it's
to
just
the
'cause-
day I had 3 tacos and some a burrito and proceeded to do the cinnamon challenge and drank tons of water until I threw up in that bag.
Look at how much there is.
Hashtag swag. Hashtag me.
Hashtag swag.
Look at your smile.
I was really
He's like-
proud of that bag.
Yeah, he looks proud.
so much. He looks like the girl from Finding Nemo and just
With the braces and
and
everything.
then
he's
this
like,
is the one before.
Oh, he looks like a middle-aged man.
Which one is it?
Like a middle-aged
Oh,
man,
yeah.
Danny.
Yeah, that was
Danny.
that was when I was working at my first job.
Anyways, we had this friend named Ivan in our grade, right? And he had a brother named Lewis. He was a grade below us.
Why did
And
we
we-
say Lewis? I mean, we could just say we had a friend named Lewis.
Was he our friend? I mean, I guess it kind of was.
Was he your friend?
I was more
Ivan-
friends with Lewis than Ivan.
I became better friends with Lewis like later on. But when I went to their house, we were playing games and shit. And then I was like, "Hey, Lewis, you should do the cinnamon challenge." I've never had someone have a better reaction doing the cinnamon challenge than Lewis. Because I was like, "Just do it. It'll be fine." and he did it, and it was like legit. Like he was having like an attack. Like he literally was dying. He was on the floor. It's like, like it was just like breathing smoke coming out. And I remember it was so bad because like it was 5 minutes later, and I was just like, "Are you good?" I was rubbing his back,
Aw.
and then I was like, "Hey, I know you're not feeling good, but I'm kind of hungry. Can you make me some food?" And then he made me some dinosaur chicken nuggets afterwards. I remember being like, "Man, that sucks, but I'm kind of hungry." That was fun.
Nathan, do you have any stupid stories from your teenagehood that you have fond memories of?
Okay, so when I was younger, Justin was here for this. I did a thing. I think the website was called You Now. Do you remember that, Justin?
Was that where like you were like you're streaming?
Yeah. So I did this thing, and it's one of my mates that was from England. His brother was doing You Now because he wanted to get a
Sid?
like a sub base for YouTube and Instagram and whatever else he had at the time. But it was pretty much just a website that people advertise themselves. Like it was live. Like anyway, I
Wasn't there
did
the
this
rule
thing.
like you could get voted out? Like
Yeah.
you waited in line, and then it was your turn to like perform, like you're on a stream, and
Ooh.
if people didn't like you, they would like vote, and you'd kicked out and go to the next person.
So it's
So
like American Idol,
well,
but internet wide.
yeah, pretty okay. So the way that it would work is I'm fairly certain you would get a minute, and then if you had over 20 likes at the end of that minute, it'll extend you to another minute. And I think people only had like a certain amount of likes a day, or like they get refreshed over a certain period of time. But pretty much it was like if people liked you, you would just keep on, like
Mhm.
keep on going. And it was like there's this one time where I was just dumb, man. I think I was probably like,
I just remember.
yeah, and it's a cringy shit. I wish I'd recorded it, but I did like the cinnamon challenge because I was like, oh, there was like one thing that you remember as well, Justin, that I don't, but we'll talk about that in a second. And I was just doing like a cinnamon challenge, and I'd be like, hey guys, if you like what you're watching, like if I get over 50 likes this time around, like I'll do the cinnamon challenge, and I got it. So I was like, oh fuck, okay. And so like I had to I did this like cinnamon challenge to like I think there were like 120 people watching. It was just the weirdest shit ever. And like I did that, and then there was like one time my dad came in the kitchen, and I was like, Dad, I'm famous now. Look, I'm doing the cinnamon challenge. And I was like, it's a you know like the stuff that you think about when you go to bed. Like
Yeah.
you think about the dumb shit that you've done in your life. That's definitely up there with a lot of things. But
Going like
um,
5 years ago, maybe 6.
yeah, and was there something to do with like my sister or something, Justin? Like I
I'm
can't
just
remember that one, but I think it was either you or Ben that said something about that, and that was just
I'm laughing because you've heard of like the Walter White from Breaking Bad dilemma where it's like, are you a good person? Or are you a good person because you've never been tested? I say it because this was like the fastest I've seen like fame get to someone, where it's like it went from like a normal person of Nathan to like getting attention, and the quickest it just descended into chaos and madness. Like it was just so fast. You have absolutely no idea. Like
What do you mean by
I
that?
was
What happened?
famous,
it
dude.
was like
I was
he was like Nathan, right? And then it was like, people like me. I need to stay here. I need to not get kicked off. And it was just like, what can I do? Like he was just getting up in his room and like doing weird shit. Like it was just like utter panic of like popularity going to your head. Like it happened so
Oh, it wasn't
fucking
that bad. Come on, you're
happened
making it
so
sound
fast.
really bad.
Nope. Ben can
It
back
wasn't
it up.
that
It
bad.
happened so fast, and it was like you were just so desperate to stay on as long as you could.
Yeah, dude, I was gonna be you now famous, man. I was
Well, where's you now?
is it still up? I'm not too sure.
I don't
But
know.
yeah, there was that. Yeah, you now still up. Yeah.
Are you? Would you give it another go?
I'm gonna cancel the tab now, so I don't look at it a little bit more. But there was that. I think when I was like 14 or 13 with some of my school friends, we did the milk challenge, and it was just I think it was like 2 liters worth of milk or something you had to drink, and it was like by the end of you drinking the 2 liters of milk, you were like 100% gonna throw up. Like
Yeah, that sounds
and
disgusting.
like me and my friends would do this. Like I think I did the milk challenge like twice, right? The first time was just with normal milk and it was just bad. Like I really had like this anxiety when I was younger about throwing up because I never did it that much. Like I hadn't like I was not a sick child.
Mm.
And the first time I did it, I like threw up and I was like, that was fucked. Like my chest hurts. And then my friends are like, probably a few days after that, they're like, oh yeah, we got more milk, but this time we put food coloring in it, so our throw up's gonna be different. And I'm like, what the fuck? And anyway, I did it. I did it. I don't know why. I just did it. I did it again. And it was like, I think we just had like red food coloring in it, so it was just like red. And I don't understand why I did it, but I just did it. And yeah, no, it's one of the other things that I think about when I go to bed, and I cringe. But
I have a dumb question to ask, but this kind of goes to everybody, not specifically you, Nathan. But let's say me or anybody else who's lactose intolerant were to do that exact same challenge, and we drank all that water and then we threw up. Would our bowels still get upset even though we lost all that milk through a different portal, or
Probably.
yeah,
but
I don't
why if we
think
don't
you would
have it
get it
anymore?
that much because it's like kind of it hasn't like processed through your system as like per normal,
Well,
but
that's
I
like
feel like
that's like people that like get allergic reactions to like touching nuts. Like you touch them and it's like, oh, it's gone, but he's still gonna the reaction's still there because it's sending all like the little whatever they send antibodies to
But
the
it's
site.
but it's not exactly an allergic reaction, though. I mean, I know it's an intolerance, but it's not really an allergic reaction. So,
Hey, boo.
because like for me,
Test it out.
I'm tempted because like if I drink even just like 8 ounces of milk, I feel it really quickly. I'll feel it within 10 minutes.
Danny found a
Um,
loophole.
yeah, so I just let it come
Sounds
out the
like
other end.
Bulimia.
yeah.
I got told that like lactose intolerance is more like a lactose resistance and that every
What,
Bye-bye.
Nathan?
Bye.
Nathan, what happened?
Speak.
Hello?
Okay, he's back.
Oh,
He looks so shocked for a second.
What happened? What happened?
Your mic
Yeah?
went out for a second. It's good. Don't mess with it.
Oh,
It's good.
I said I said what did I say? I said I
lactose
got
intolerance.
told that yeah, lactose intolerance isn't really like lactose. It's more like how like the resistance of somebody with lactose. Like that everyone has lactose intolerance.
Yeah. Yeah. Or
Like I don't
I
know if
think
that's true or not, but
Well, white people have uh, weaned off of it because their diet was so much of having milk in like European countries that they have
better
they're
resistance.
more they're more resistant to it,
Well,
and they pass down that gene.
it's not really that they're just better resistant, it's just that they're more resistant for a longer point of their lives, right?
You're just supposed to like vary at early age, and it turns back off.
Yeah.
So where it's like you become resistant to it or intolerant.
Yeah, because for me, I'd say the intolerance like really hit sometime after 20. I don't know exactly when, but after that's when it just is bad. I
I'm,
gotta
I'm
do
more
it.
I'm more intolerant now too as I get older.
Mm.
yeah, I smashed a chocolate milkshake probably a few ago and it didn't come out.
Nathan, you're gone again.
There you go.
Hello?
You're good. There you're good. No,
Yeah.
don't get closer.
Maybe it's because I just
pull it
start
back. Pull it back. Pull it back.
maybe it's because I start talking like really soft. Maybe
That's
it
not
just
soft.
cuts out.
Don't be
But I
disappointed
just
in
said
yourself.
No, the thing is, it
but
doesn't really cut out. It gradually fades away, like you're doing it on purpose almost.
And then I don't want to go.
like the
Yeah, see, it's
suppression.
exactly like that.
And it didn't come out, but like it's inside you still, or what? Where'd it go?
Glass
Like it
and
was
all.
no, it was really bad. Like just bad poops. Yeah, and then I was just like, yeah, I'm definitely lactose intolerant. Like there's something going on in my body. It's not. Yeah.
There he goes again.
My
That's a good
intolerance
night,
is built up over days, where it's like if I go a few days without having like milk products, then I can have a day where I have milk products.
Okay.
yeah. What?
That's all mine is.
Oh.
Like if I keep having it every day, then eventually I'm like, ooh, it hit. I'm not. I can't. I have to back off for a couple of days. But then if I wait, then I can have like a few days of like I can have it.
Oh, so you have like a buildup almost. Okay. Yeah. No, for me, I think it depends on the concentration of it because I can do creamer every morning, and just be
Okay,
and like
shut
be just fine. But like last Monday, I had an Oreo milkshake, and I only got through like a third of it before my insides were just dying,
That's fast.
and I was at work too, so
Oh,
it's
Mine
sucks.
has the decency to wait a couple hours.
yeah, I know. Yeah, so
Here's an
like,
idea. I have an idea for
Danny's like, got a blast.
Here's an idea for Danny. Just
Okay,
don't do it anymore. Don't do it anymore.
it just okay. You know, for the most part, I don't. I really have mostly weaned off most milk things, but there's just sometimes it's a craving, you know.
Well, like I changed the. I went off from like cow milk, and I went to coconut milk first, and now I'm going to oat milk now.
I like that.
Is oat milk okay though? I mean,
I like it. It tastes like oats. It really
Yeah,
does.
no,
But it's not a bad thing to me.
I like the taste, but no, it's like I do almond milk creamer, and I mean, I think it's pretty good. I don't really taste the difference, but I know like just regular almond milk in like things like cereal or like cookies with almond milk, it's too weird. The texture, I can't do it.
Well, you've
but-
done almond milk and like mac and cheese and
Coconut.
that. Oh, coconut milk. Yeah, that was.
That didn't bother me.
I didn't like it. You could like it had an aftertaste of coconut.
I'm very good at like psychologically tricking myself into liking stuff if it's healthy.
I know you do.
My mind's very good at that. You know, like it's less shitty. It tastes great.
You just tell yourself like that.
Yeah, no, it really is. Yeah, 'cause like I just my want to not feel bad is so strong that I'll eat something that doesn't taste as good but is healthier, and then eventually learn to like it.
I like the opposite of that.
I'm trying to
ask.
be more like that.
Speaking of like dumb shit, what is some dumb shit you've done as a kid? You think?
I've already said that
What?
about the snorting Sprite.
Oh, I thought you were gonna talk about something else.
No, I don't think so.
I guess never mind. You're an adult. That was recent.
Shut up.
So you snort. Oh yeah, tell the story.
No, I've already said it before.
Oh, you're
podcast?
you're
Yeah, I
asking
think
you're asking
so.
her specifically.
Oh, you should tell you guys. You snorted. What is this?
Sprite?
Sprite?
Yeah.
I don't think so. No.
I thought I did.
I don't know.
Was it one of the first few podcasts?
I
we
think
had?
so, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
maybe
another
that's
thing,
why I don't
more.
remember that.
Let's keep it going.
Okay, so you're asking specifically her.
Not everyone.
Okay, then Haley, think about this. I got one right off the bat.
Okay.
When I was 9 years old, about 9, I was hanging out with my neighbors, and we were just like drinking soda at my neighbor's house. And Justin might know the story, but I don't think I've told you guys. My neighbor, he was like fucking like 5 or 6. I don't remember exactly how old he was, but he was younger than me. But he went inside to go. I think his mom was calling him or something. So the rest of us, we were just waiting outside, waiting for him to come back, just kind of talking. And my dumbass, I don't know why I decided to do this. I really don't. I could just sum it up to kid impulsiveness. I decided to, yeah, I peed in his drink, and we didn't tell him. We kind of just left it, and so
Oh,
a
damn.
little bit. So he finally comes out a few minutes later, and we're just anxiously watching him, seeing if he's just gonna spit his drink out when he realizes there's like pee in there. And no, he drank it. He didn't realize it, and he actually said, "This is so good." It was a Pepsi, and
Oh. I was gonna
Yeah.
say, if it's a beer, then that's a pretty strong flavor, but a Pepsi.
yeah, and then I moved away, and now he still doesn't know, and yeah, it's probably for the best that he doesn't know.
I don't really want to tell him.
Yeah.
I mess with people's drinks, but I've never peed in someone's drinks. I've done that. I've not peed, but I messed with them. Their most recent was Ben's drink. This was quite a few years ago before I met you. We went to Jack in the Box, the one right by us. And
The one that got robbed by a sword.
yeah, the one that got
Oh,
robbed by a
yeah.
sword.
I love
Yeah.
that.
That was our friend's girlfriend, Katie.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Okay, yeah.
Or Katie. But anyways, yeah, he went to the bathroom, and I was like, I'm gonna fuck up the drink. So I just got like as many salt packets like I could possibly get. I dumped it in his drink. And we were walking home, and he kept not drinking it. We're just walking, and I was just looking at him. I was like, what's going on? And then I saw him, I was like, what's happening? And he drank it. And the reaction was just like the worst thing in the world. It was like he instantly just got like a heart attack or something. Like all the salt just went to your veins. Oh, I remember that face. I've seen that face before. It was the same face when we were playing beer pong.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Oh, I want to know about this.
No, Danny, you know.
I can't tell it.
No.
It's cute. It's fun.
No, it's not.
Babe, we all do it.
cute.
Babe, we all do it.
No, no, no.
Can I tell
Hey,
it?
Haley, we're all friends here.
I'll
we
tell
can
a
do
stupid
this.
story afterwards. Okay, I'll tell a story that's really stupid afterwards.
Okay, alright.
I guess I remember because we were playing beer. Remember, you were there, Danny, because we were playing
Was
beer
it?
pong. It was Haley and me on one side, and you and Ben on the other side, right?
I don't think I ever played beer pong with Haley. I
No,
don't
we
remember
have.
this.
Yeah,
Okay.
you were here. We played.
I think it
Okay.
was during like our Halloween.
Yeah, that time we were watching like movies and shit.
Oh yeah, when I accidentally showed you guys porn.
But
images.
yeah, so we're chilling there, right?
That was so fun.
Okay, Justin, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Anyways, Ben was just chilling there, right? And he was like this. Then all of a sudden his face just went like. She let the deadly ass fart, but it was like focused and it just went across the room in a stream, like directly from one side of the table to Ben's nose. It was like the most focused thing ever. And I remember him being like, that was the dirtiest shit I've ever smelled before.
I was trying to win for us, babe. That was my strategy.
Lame bombs. Lame bombs.
That hurt.
Your farts really don't smell that often, though.
No, they're just loud.
Well, she was holding on to the smell from her previous parts and waiting.
No,
for
I
the
mean,
time
because
to
like
strike.
we fart in front of each other all the time. Like we don't even hold back, but hers luckily don't smell. Mine smell.
Yeah,
Hers don't.
no.
It's because I eat too much fiber and healthy stuff.
Okay, on the topic of
We're not
farts, and
artificial.
I really don't want to stay on this topic that long, but can you guys tell before you fart if it's gonna be stinky or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nathan?
Like, okay. Whenever I've explained this to somebody, right? I did a laugh, by the way. Whenever I try and explain this to somebody, I get the weirdest look, but I can feel a fart coming along and I can like kind of hold it there, right? And some farts, you know they're gonna stink because they feel hot. Like it sounds
Yeah.
really dumb.
Yeah. The hotter
Yeah?
they are,
Is
yeah.
that's okay,
Yeah.
right? That's
Yeah, if it's hot,
okay.
it's
Thank
gonna be
you.
bad.
Okay, so if it's a super hot fart, you know that it's gonna stink really bad because it's like it's a bit burny, you know. So
Exactly.
okay,
Yeah. Like,
everybody gets
they
it.
They burn on the way out sometimes too. Like they're that hot. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, thank you. Wow. And everyone I've spoken to about this, everyone's like, dude, you're fucking weird. Like, what the hell?
I've
And
been
I'm
like, ooh, like that. Like, nah, no, you know.
oh, okay. Yeah, no, so I get Bernie farts sometimes and I can feel them coming along too. And there are ones too where you feel like your stomach go a bit funny.
Yeah, if
and
your
then
stomach's a little
you feel
gurgly,
it.
then it's like, oh, this
Yeah.
is gonna be dirty. It's basically like
Yeah.
air is just going through all of the diarrhea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to think of a funny story I've done to myself. Most of my
I-
stories are
I'm-
like places I've been, have done to other people. Trying to think of ones that's done to me.
Can I
Yeah.
do a kid one?
Yeah, go ahead, Nathan.
So when I was younger, I think I would have been about 4 or 5, right? And my dad had my uncle over and some of my other family when we were living down in Wollongong, New South Wales. And my dad left his beer unattended. And I was like 4, and I'm fairly certain I sculled like a quarter of a like Victoria Bitter, which is like a full strength beer. And I was young, and
Bitch,
I
thirsty.
didn't know any better. I didn't know any better. I was just like, oh, that's dad's drink. Fuck yeah. And like, yeah, for me, I probably thought oh man, this will help me get strong so I can help dad with the shed. So I was just like, I just downed this beer, man. It tastes like ass, but I was like, ugh. And then we kind of did like a little barbecue like an hour after that. And my nan, I remember this. I remember this. This is scary shit. And my nan picked me up. She sat me on her lap. She goes, or on her lap, yeah. And she just goes, "Did you drink Daddy's beer?" And I was like, "No." She goes,
No,
you know what
What is beer?
happened with
I don't know what you're
yeah,
talking about.
she was like,
You're
you know what
crazy.
happened with Pinocchio, right? And I just went like this and started touching my nose, and everybody just started laughing, and I was
Let me
like,
check real quick.
dang, Nen, you fucking got me, dude.
That's
And
a
I
good
just,
one. I'm gonna use that.
That's how you know he was going.
That was so funny.
I just felt my nose. I was like, apparently, because I don't remember this bit, but I remember my nan picking me up because I was scared. But like, apparently I just went down like this and I was like touching my nose just to see if. I mean, I must have lied a bit when I was younger because I got a big nose. So.
Or maybe that lie was just a really big one. Just that single lie will screw you over.
Mhm.
the single beer lie.
Yeah.
That's what happens. Don't do it. It's a trap. But yeah, that's probably my better one. I'm not really. I did have another one. My brother bought like a really expensive dirt bike, and he like saved a lot of money for it. I think
You
at the
crashed
time.
it.
Yeah, maybe.
Foreshadowing.
So I think he was like 16 at the time, and he'd like saved up, but he'd had like a part-time job outside of school, and he like saved up for this. Yeah. Anyway, he was so stoked. He'd only ridden it for like 5 minutes after that, and yeah, he was like, okay, you don't really have to do much. You just have to like rev it a little bit, and you can just like go around the backyard.
Bitch
And
popping
we had a couple like acreage, like we had like 2 acres, right? And yeah, I just fucking revved it, and okay, I had fucked up the pool fence we had, like it was destroyed, like there's shit everywhere.
Oh.
And I destroyed the front of my brother's brand new bike that he'd only ridden for 5 minutes, and I had both my mum and my brother fucking yelling at me at that time, and I was like, bruh, and I just ran away. And so like I was
That
in
wasn't
I was in
me.
my backyard. I was in my backyard. I was just I
You'll
don't know
never
where I was
find me.
running. I don't know where I was running. I was just running. I wasn't there.
Weird.
But
How'd that
it's like
happen?
one of those like cartoon effects where like they like run that fast that you just see the smoke
Yes.
that where they
Yeah.
originally were. Yeah, that was me. I was
Oh,
just
like-
gone, man.
You just like see their outline in smoke.
Yeah. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
I had nothing really else comes to mind. Like, there might be something later, but yeah,
Cheers.
probably the main ones. Yeah.
I got a lot of stupid shit I've done.
Oh, what about the one time? I don't think we've told this when we were going to a Fresno State game.
I've told that.
Oh, on the
I had told that, yeah.
on the podcast.
The blip?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was fine.
have we told this?
I don't know. Yeah, she told that, right? Where we were going to Fresno State game, and we're just walking, and we're just chilling. She's like, damn, man, the moon is so big tonight. I was like, that's a blip.
I was like,
She's
it's
"Damn,
huge.
it's huge.
Look at that moon. She's gonna be a blip.
I was like,
bro.
damn, you
I-
drove us here.
How long you guys have told before?
That's a
At least
good.
not to
Uh,
me.
You guys know Assassin's Creed is, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
I've dabbled in it.
You know what Assassin's Creed is? It's
Yeah.
like it's a game, like it's on stealth and character climbs buildings.
Yes.
And the popular thing they do is that when you're at a high place, you call it eagle dive, where you jump off, you do a flip, and you land in like a hill,
They do
a
a
bale of
flip.
hay.
'Kay.
So we have like elementary school, like here, probably actually yeah, it's probably a couple blocks down in Washington.
Oh, okay.
And I was with a friend, and we were just like doing parkour on the
Wait, so-
rooftops.
Parkour.
Was this high school though, or
Yeah, it was
when
high
this?
school. It was high
Oh,
school.
okay. So
We're just jumping on the rooftops, and then we're chilling. We're like, I should probably head back home. And we're like, we'll race down to see who can get down the fastest, right? So he runs and he's gonna like scale down a building, and I'm like, it's in video games. I'm gonna do the flip into the bush. I landed successfully, believe it or not. It was a rose bush. I was so fucked up. I remember landing. I was like, I did it. What?
What?
And like I couldn't move, and I was like, oh nope, that's gonna. And just the entire backside of my arm and like my back, my neck, and down my legs was just screwed up so bad.
Oh man.
That was so
yeah,
fun.
that's kind of stupid of
But
you.
I did the flip successfully. If it was a normal bush, I would have been fine.
Dude, I don't think they do a flip.
Yeah, he goes like, "Err," and he goes like that.
Yeah,
He
it's not a
doesn't-
flip, but
Yeah, he
It's not
does.
a flip,
He
it's
just flip.
no, he just
He goes
jumps.
like, he goes like, He goes like this, and then he has
He-
to flip and land on his back. He dives
Oh,
forward and then
okay.
lands on the back.
So the flip happens right before he lands, so it doesn't happen.
It's not like
It's like.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I've
okay.
also jumped off my roof thinking I was Spider-Man because I got bit by a spider.
Into
when
your
I was
pool.
Oh, that's different. That was an accident though. That was fun.
I thought
We
you
had
used to do it on purpose. Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, because we had a pool in our backyard on J Street, and there was a back room, like a back building, and it was right by the pool, and so we would climb up into it. It was funny because there were like electrical wires going through, so we'd like duck under them while we're all wet, and like do flips off into the pool. One time I slipped, and like I remember this is funny because it was the loudest noise ever, and my leg was like outside the pool. It was like a doughboy, so it was above ground. I was like whack, this whacks my leg on it.
Ow.
And then like you do that thing where I'm in the water, I'm just like floating. I'm dead. No, the other one I was talking about was I was like 8 years old and I got bit by like this crazy spider. I don't know, it might have been a black widow, but it was something because I got bit like kind of around here and it started swelling up, but I was too scared to tell anyone. So I'm like, I'm gonna go to the hospital, they're gonna put needles in me. And so I was like, no, maybe it'll go away. It did go away. So in my mind, it's like, there's only one explanation. I'm now Spider-Man. So then I was like, I should jump off my roof and see if I can like do the thing to the tree. I just went straight down to the ground
Whee!
and I like hella fucked up my arm so bad.
You never broke a bone.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, are we ready to go to music?
Ooh, let's do it.
All right,
Yeah.
who wants to go first?
Who went first?
Wait, how do we usually do it? Like the people who pick the albums go first,
Yeah.
and then okay. I wasn't sure if people were like the other people go first. Okay.
I think you announced your album first, didn't you?
I don't know. Anyways, so Lana Del Rey, Honeymoon. How do we feel about it?
I do it. She's a very she does something that is kind of common. Like it's not, I wouldn't say common, but it was more of like when she first started coming out, it was a more popular thing where like they sang in this kind of like lower voice type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But she does it pretty good. She's the whole like sultry
Mm-hmm.
That's
vibes.
the word. So okay. So no. So when I was like thinking about how I felt about them, like I liked it overall, and my favorite song was like the first song actually, Honeymoon. And I
Honeymoon?
couldn't figure, and like I had like a
It just
mental
co-opted
image.
co-opted my review.
You liked Honeymoon?
No, so he co-opted my
Oh.
review.
Yeah, I mean this is an effort. We're a team.
A group discussion.
Yeah, and oh, actually, okay, you look like you want to finish, so I'll
He's so salty.
go ahead, Justin. Finish
Okay, go ahead, babe.
your thing.
Don't tell me when I can finish.
I will let you know when you can finish, and only when I have said it.
Ooh,
Damn.
50
Okay.
Shades of Grey up in here. 50 Shades of Danny.
Danny.
You can finish now. You have my permission.
Anyways, I'm gonna whoop his ass when I see him.
2022, you're coming for it.
121, I'm coming. Danny's got a shot, so have I.
Ooh. The
I know
day
where-
you
I know
get
where-
to.
I know where he lives.
He's like, a week after I
I know where you
recover,
live.
I'm coming.
Yeah, but I know where you live too, and that's more important.
Not really. No, I know where you live. I can just.
I have defenses. I have a window.
Anyways, babe, go.
No, I liked. Yeah, my favorite song was Terrence Loves You. Right?
Terrence? Okay.
Terrence or Terrace?
Terrence.
Terrence. Yeah, Terrence Loves You. Yeah.
Terrence.
Yeah, that was my favorite song.
Which one? How does it go again?
And I still like jazz, like when I hear those blues.
Oh, okay.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
No, I liked. Yeah, it was. There's probably only like one song of the whole album where I was like, about.
Which one was that?
Was it the interlude?
Yeah, I
It might have
skipped
been.
the
It might have
interlude all
been.
the
It
time.
might be the interlude.
Yeah, no, I skip that one all the time.
So the rest of it, yeah, I liked it. It's very, yeah, I said very sultry, like deep vibes in like the bar and like like Italian 50s type shit
Yeah.
going on.
I see it as like an album when you're driving and you just want to sing and you don't want anybody to hear you and you just want to like belt it out. That's what I
Be in
do.
your feels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it because it's a very, I would say, unique in the sense that it's not a genre that you hear really anyone else doing. Like it's a very much like Lana's doing it, and I don't hear anyone else doing it type of deal.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
only one I could compare would be like Amy, but
Amy was more of like a belter though.
Mhm.
yeah. Okay, go ahead.
But
Dan.
no,
You're done. Cut off.
Okay, so yeah, I also really liked. Okay, so I was saying that "Honeymoon" was my favorite song, and I think it's like for those reasons Justin was saying about like just her sound. She has. I couldn't the way I was picturing it in my head. Like I could imagine hearing that specific song and a lot of her music, but that specific one in like in a speakeasy, like in the 1920s, and just like a
Mhm.
smoky room where people are just doing shady shit. I can just like hear somebody like singing that there, or like I could also like imagine just being played like in Rapture, Justin. Like it just gives me that like that specific aesthetic.
it's a game from
Yeah.
Battlestar City under the water.
Yeah, but it's just like really corrupt and shit. Yeah, so I like that song a lot, and I also liked well, I might be getting the name wrong, but the one right after that, "Music to Watch the Boys To."
Yeah.
Yeah, that one I like that song a lot too. It's really really good. And then even though I don't smoke, "High by the Beach"
Yeah.
really it made me want to go get high by the beach.
I know, right?
It was very catchy. I considered it for a good 2 days.
To get high by the beach, or is that be
Yeah.
your favorite song?
Listen to that
To,
song.
to,
and-
to go
yeah.
actually do it. I thought,
Mhm.
oh, this I like the song as is. I would probably like it more if I was actually high by the beach right now.
Experiencing it in a whole new way.
Yeah, I thought it would be more immersive.
Mhm.
Yeah, she has a really nice voice. Like,
Yeah.
I was kind of when you chose this album last week, you had described it as, I think you had said bad bitch music.
No, I said
And-
basic bitch music.
Oh, basic bitch
Oh.
music. Well, I wasn't expecting her sound to sound like that. When you had said that, I was expecting I guess something a little closer to like Meg Thee Stallion.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was a good surprise that like how she ended up sounding, because it was easier for me to get into for that reason.
Damn, Danny calling out all Megan Thee Stallion fans.
Well, I'm
No,
glad you
yeah.
like it. Now that she'd say like, sultry speakeasy, I almost like envision her like as Jessica Rabbit, like that kind of body, like just slinking around the stage. You know what I mean?
She definitely like fucking with the mafia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Nathan.
He's listening to it right now. So he
I don't know.
Man, it felt really sad, but it was like it's just like she sings like really slow and it's like really soft, and then there are like some real like times where she like belts it out, and I'm just like, when I listen to it, like I'm not listening to like the lyrics or anything, just like the sound, I'm just like, man, this sounds fucking sad. And it just like makes you want to go for a walk like along the beach or something and just get high. Nah, but it was yeah, it was okay. It's not really my fan. Like when I told Emily that we were listening to Honeymoon, she was like, yes, and so that was the first album out of the two that we'd listened to, and she just wanted to listen to all of it, and she was like, I don't know, she just loved it, and I was just sitting there like, I enjoyed High by the Beach because it sounds like trap, like the snares and everything as well, like the beat is like very like
Mhm.
really fast like snares and stuff, and I was like, yeah, let's get high
Play
by
Mike a little
the
bit.
beach.
Play Mike a little bit.
Huh?
Play Mike a little bit. It's a little old
High
way.
by the beach.
It's the way a little bit.
Nah, it
No, oh way more.
so
No, just
was
straight in the mic
Oh
out,
my
Nathan.
God.
Let's try to make out.
So when she made the album, it kind of felt like she was more or less talking about her past experiences and stuff like that.
Oh, don't try to dive into Atlanta.
Lana.
Don't dive into
Lana.
her.
'Cause there are like so many like different songs that are putting it through different pathways, and I just got really confused because like I got was it God Knows I Try or
Mhm.
I've Tried. She was talking about so I've written it down here actually because I wanted to ask you.
Oh no. I
To
probably
red,
don't
blue,
know.
and yellow lights, like I'm assuming that she's talking about like the morning sky, because before that verse she's talking like sometimes I wake up in the morning, but
Mhm.
it's like the bit after that which is like, on Monday they destroyed me, but Friday I'm relieved. Revived, sorry.
Revived, yeah.
Revived. Yeah. What is she referring to, like when she was doing music before she got big, or would you know what she's
Oh.
talking about
I
then, or
don't, but I feel like a lot of like a big theme in her music is like liking her life before she got big, because she brings it up a lot in a lot of albums, like
yeah.
I can get by without anybody knowing, or like I can only like I want to just sing for my friends and not for I don't know. So I don't know too much about Lana. I don't know how much of this is like prior experience and how much is just I want to be a mafia wife type of thing. So
Yeah, I was like so confused with that song, but like I kind of liked it a little bit. But there are like a few songs where it's like there's like a lot of God as well. Is so whereabouts is she from?
I have no
It's
idea.
mafia. You know, they the whole, you know, those fools are all religious.
It's a Jersey thing.
Maybe,
yeah, that's what
yeah.
it feels like. But
I always
Terrence
feel like this
loves
is
you.
I always feel like this is a persona, not necessarily
Yeah,
always
I
her.
don't feel like she's really that like like yeah, I think it's just like a stage persona, like you
Yeah.
know, my baby runs drugs or whatever, and I'm his faithful or whatever.
It's funny
Yeah.
because Shock's all about that, but Salvatore is funny because it always cracks me up when she says soft serve ice cream.
I
That shit
know.
cracks me the
I
fuck up
I was
every
listening to
time.
it because, like, when you listen to just what she's saying, she's like, "My love, soft serve ice cream,"
And
like,
it's like the funniest
but
shit.
it's so beautiful. But it's just like when you really listen to it, it's like, Salvatore, my love, like,
But yeah, Terrence loves you. I like that song. That was cool.
That's your favorite too.
But when I first heard it, I was like when I saw the title come up, because I was listening to it in the car with Emily, and I was like, oh, you know, this might be like a fluffy song, and it's not. It was like it wasn't really that fluffy. But the one thing that really stuck out the most is in her chorus. She says, "But I lost myself when I lost you." But I've still got jazz when I've got blues, when I've got those blues. And
mhm.
it's like you kind of hear like that like trumpet like come out a little bit more in her music when she says that last bit of a chorus, and I'm just like, yeah, that's cool.
I'm assuming Terrence was a jazz player in that song.
Probably. I think,
Because she also says, "Yeah, I still hear jazz when I hear your tunes."
yeah.
Yeah.
I think you guys looked way more into it than I did. I was just like, good vocals. I'm like Danny,
Yeah,
like
well,
good voice, like she good.
yeah, like is very different to what I listen to, and
hmm
like it's like the best part about the podcasts and stuff that we're doing is we're listening to different. But yeah, no, she's definitely got a really strong voice, and it's just cool when you're kind of getting that side of it with like her past and like her talking about stuff that's happened with her and that. So it's cool to listen to. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Danny.
Danny and Demon Days.
Oh, okay. So
This was
before
crazy.
before you guys get into it, I remember last time you guys asked if I was gonna like I guess do a little speech about it. I didn't then because when I picked the album I just it makes sense now, but I just assumed Justin and Nathan hadn't listened to it. But yeah, in retrospect, that seems like hubris. But so I was gonna wait until we were all more on the same page about the album to talk about it. And
I got some shit.
and I had the album when I first got it, it was I said it was my the first album I ever bought, and really it was only because of Feel Good Inc. I just really liked that song when it first came out, and I think a little bit after it had come out, or the song got less popular, Derek got more popular, and then that died out. And then like the album kind of just faded into obscurity for me. I forgot I had it, and then it was just hidden away. And then I think like around the time I got like my first iPod Touch or iPod or the little mini ones, I downloaded the album and I started listening to more songs, and I was like, oh no, this shit fucking slaps. Like just for me, like right off the bat, it's exactly my kind of sound that I like. Like intro, I love intro. Even it's a short little thing, it's a little weird, but I fucking love it, and it just sets the like the mood for like the whole album. And for the most part, the album just stays in a very similar kind of tone to I think so, anyways. Um, it took me a while to actually like the last few songs, but now I think I like those the most, which is why I had to pick Demon Days as the song I also like the most.
Yeah, listening to this album was weird. I would contribute it. I mean, okay, for me it was weird because I got this album probably in like 2007, in like
Mhm.
seventh grade. That's when I got it and listened to it. And I listened to a lot of, I wouldn't say like kind of off weird stuff growing up, but it was mostly my dad's weird music. Like the Beatles, probably towards like the end of their career, did a lot of like experimental weird shit. But Gorillaz for me was like my generation's first like weird music I listened to.
Yeah.
I still think I can't. I don't know if you think of this too. I feel like the album artwork for Demon Days is probably one of the most iconic album artworks from like that time period. Like I can think of. Like, it really
Mhm.
literally is.
Yeah.
And
It's very iconic.
and so yeah, I listened to it a lot, but I don't think I listened to it in my entire adult life. So listening to it felt like you feel where like you listen to like a cartoon or like an old show you used to watch as a kid. You're like, oh, I remember that theme song. I feel like every single song felt like that for me. I was like, oh my god, I remember this. It was so cool
Yeah.
feeling because it's so weird and out there, but it's and like but like the lyrics are good too because it's got a good beat and like
Mhm.
the lyrics are just they're I mean they're pretty dark. They are pretty dark too at the same
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could
Like-
definitely
Kids with guns.
Yeah.
not even that like the fire that comes out of like the mountain or whatever.
Oh,
it's-
I love that. I love
like
that story.
it's a fucking dark song. Like it's
Yeah.
but I could easily go with Feel Good Inc. I mean it's such a banger. But
It's
if
a
I'm-
great song overall.
if I pretend like it doesn't exist, I would have to go with Don't Get Lost in Heaven /
Oh.
Demon Days because they feel like they were one song because
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I noticed that too. Yeah.
it definitely still carries over a lot of the melody into Demon Days. And I don't think I could choose between the two. I'd have to pretend they're both one song, but I like it a lot.
Yeah. You know, I've always had that similar thought, but I never really verbalized it. But yeah, like now that you mentioned it, yeah, they do kind of feel like a continuation of itself. I actually kind of like that more now.
Because Don't Get Lost in Heaven starts and it feels very like Beach Boys to me, which I love the Beach Boys, and it has like the very like sound of it. But then yeah, and like the chorus going on the choir going on in the background and singing it too.
Yeah. And then
so,
like
yeah.
that choir fades into Demon Days. Yeah.
And so they mesh perfectly together. And yeah, so I'd probably say those are my favorites together. But yeah, it's a good album. It is.
Mhm.
It slaps hard. At first, it was hard. Yeah, because listening to it, I was like, the way I do the albums, like, okay, I'm gonna pick my favorite song as I go around. So like, if I get to song 2 and it's my favorite, I'm like, this is my favorite song until song 3, and if I like it better, I'll replace it. So for me, it's like that, where I was like, yeah, like Oh Green World, like I like that a lot.
Green
And then,
World's
like,
great.
Um,
I liked Every Planet We Reach Is Dead.
that's the
That
one.
was all,
Is that after or before? I can't remember.
Yeah, that
it's
was
after because
fucking-
Oh Green World is I think number 4, and Every Planet We Reach Is Dead is like 7 or 8.
I can't remember
So-
if Feel Good is 6 or 5.
I think it's 6 because I think it's Feel Good Inc., El Mañana, and then Every Planet We Reach Is Dead.
Because remember, yeah, Oh Green World is like, I was like, oh yeah, this is probably my favorite of the album. Like I'm remembering. And the next one after Oh Green World is like, oh wait, no, it's this one. And then Feel Good Inc. And I'm like, but it's a banger. And then El
Yeah.
Mañana happened. It's like, oh no, this one instead. And it kept going like that. And then I
Yeah.
completely forgot how Dare went. Like it was so weird. I was like, I remember knowing the name Dare, but I don't remember as it was. And as soon as like it came in, I was like, I fucking know this song. And it was like, oh my god, how did I forget this song as well? Like it's
Yeah.
so catchy. But yeah, so the last 2 songs.
Yeah. All right, who's next?
Nathan's not talking, so
There you go.
no, not go closer. No.
Okay, is it better?
As long as you stay quiet, don't talk loud.
So, dude. So I knew Gorillaz because of Darren Feel Good.
Mhm.
I had I had like this album.
Well, a little bit.
It was like a
little bit.
CD. It was a CD,
Just a little bit.
and it was what?
Pull it a little bit.
Yeah. So I had an album. Yeah, it had a CD. I think it had like 2 CDs, but there was a thing in. I don't know if you guys had it, but it was called So Fresh.
Mm,
Have
I don't think so.
No, okay, it must have been an Australian thing, but it was pretty much like it was like a So Fresh, and then they did like seasons of the So Fresh and like the year,
Mhm.
and I knew that Dare and Feel Good were in like that one, and that was a dope, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was so when I was growing up, I listened to Gorillaz a bit because of my brother. And then there was Justice as well and Daft Punk. They were like
Mhm.
probably the three artists that like kind of influenced like growing up and stuff, like a big trio because of my brother as well. But I haven't like listened to the albums fully, so it's okay. We still listen to this one.
Yeah.
But dude, I'd never listened to Dirty Harry before, and it was
Oh,
so
Dirty Hair is good
fucking
too.
cool. I've never I just like the choir. It like when I first heard it come in, and there was like a little synth, and it's like dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, and I was like, yeah, I'm saving this. I got goosebumps, man. It was a good fucking song. I like that song,
Yeah.
and it was like it had like that old school beat in it as well. Like it's kind of like I'm kind of like reading stuff as well. You can see my eyes shift. Um, but yeah, it kind of had like a hip hop kind of like kick clap kind of combo. Like it was really cool. I like that. That was yeah. And then it was like at the end of it as well. It just got different, and then there was just like hard rap, and it like was really like in your
Oh,
face, and I was like, yeah, this is
yeah.
cool. It reminds me of like I don't listen to much rap, but like I'd listen to like Flume, and he's kind of like that experimental kind of electronic as well, where like he'll just throw that shit in there. I like kind of liked it, so it's good.
Mm.
It's a good
I
series of
listened
movies
to
also.
sorry,
Dirty Harry.
yeah,
What? Oh.
It's a good series of movies. Clint Eastwood's Dirty Harry.
Mm.
yeah. Kids
Good
with
and Lucky
Guns
Punk.
was super catchy because of
But
the
I like Clint
bass
Eastwood.
line.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like I was like
Is that one
listening to
movie?
it and I was bopping.
And all his
I wasn't really
westerns.
listening to the lyrics that much.
You're
I was
just
just
like
kind of like bopping to the song. Yeah, it was good.
you're
I
just like
saved
taking the
it.
whole thing in.
Yeah. It's like although the lyrics are pretty like it,
You and your
it
lyrics,
was
man. Why can't you just vibe with
I
like
know.
the tune?
No, yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I
It's a
appreciate that.
bop.
No, I appreciate that he does that.
No, I mean I listen to you, but I mean like lyrics for me are secondary.
no. But I
Well,
mean like
that's what I was. You didn't listen to me. What I was saying was like I saved it because it sounds like a bop, but I'm not
Yeah.
too sure about the lyrics. I was just that was a good one too. I don't mind that. Like I said, Feel Good.
mhm,
That's a banger. Like you know that one.
That's
That's
okay.
good.
yeah.
Um, Every Planet We Reach is Dead.
I love that
Was
song.
is a bit rough at the start, but there were like some bits in like the middle of the song that were really ambient. It was really nice to listen to.
England's
Mhm.
a
Like
hard
that.
critic.
Yeah, they're good.
I appreciate
Ironic.
Nathan's like output, like
No, I
his
just
point of view on this.
Justin knows this too, but I'm very like sheltered when it comes to different genres of music. So when I listen to other stuff,
Mm.
the way that I can try and understand it a little bit more is like if I try and like compare it to other things that I've listened to, and then I can be like, yeah, okay, because of like the Flume comment before, right? Like with like the rap experimental kind of thing. I'm just like, yeah, that's cool, man. That's like Flume vibe. I like
Mm.
that. So I'm gonna save
Being
that.
bored.
But uh, Dare was man, it when I listened to that song
It's that.
again, it kind of like brought back a time where when I was younger, I used to listen to it heaps.
Mhm.
And I used to watch the music video as well, and it was just a fucking weird music video.
Oh
But
yeah.
it was like it was cool, like what Justin was saying about the art style, right? Where like they kind of like they have like their own art style, and they implemented it with like they just had like the real life like head there as well, as he was like a machine or like a cyborg or something. He was sitting there like singing with the song as well, like he was singing that chorus bit, and it
Yeah.
was just so cool, man. I just remember watching that shit, and yeah, I was just amazed. I don't know how many times I've watched it, but yeah. And then at the end of it, it was actually a nightmare for the guy. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's cool. But
Spoilers. I never watched the music video.
oh, sorry. But also the piano in Dare as well is really cool. I like that. It
Yeah.
feels really like mysterious. But yeah. that's my end for the hard critic section.
And
It's appreciated, Nathan.
now your albums are over and you can never listen to them ever again. That was it.
I always keep mine.
Joking. All right. So now, okay. So a little middle ground for both, because you were like, I don't want to have the exact same two people again. And so the way it was, I want to have randomness. What?
I didn't give my review.
Oh,
Dustin,
dude, you just
I was like, oh, do I go
You
first?
were all
Like, am I
butthurt
going next?
about Danny interrupted me.
You're so quiet, babe.
Well,
Wow.
I'm
Feels
surprised I
bad,
spoke up, to be
Justin.
honest.
Yeah, I was testing you. I'm trying to give you your voice.
Shut up.
Say with your chest.
Hey. Anyways, so I do have to say I really like this album. No disrespect for like everybody else's album, but I feel like
That's
it's
a meme.
the most like I feel like I would have listened to this before the podcast. Like it seemed like the most okay, well you can't brain pain. Come on, babe. Like come on.
Random access memories.
Anyways.
What did
Well,
you say?
I said anyways. What do you think I said?
You said,
No, I liked
no,
it.
that was me. I'm the one that said it.
No, I heard voice. I have earphones in this ear, but not this ear.
Not this year.
Heard things.
Oh. Anyways, so I really liked it. It at times reminded me of Cage the Elephant a bit.
Know your password now.
Good for you. I remember I told you. Never mind. Anyways, I kind of have like two favorite songs because one of them I don't feel like is technically a song. The fire coming out of the monkey's head.
Mhm.
I like it because it's like a story and it kind of reminds me of like the first album I recommended, the Childish Gambino, like remember the last song.
Yeah.
So I liked that, but then I was like, well, I don't really know if that counts as like a song. Like there's a little bit of singing, but it's more of a story.
Mhm.
But
Journey.
I would say my actual song would be, I feel like it's a tie between Last Living Souls and Kids with Guns. So, yeah. And I thought I would like the ones with rap the most, but actually I didn't like them that much. But
Yeah, I
maybe,
didn't think.
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Maybe it's because I haven't listened to them like a lot. So I usually, once I know the lyrics, I get into songs more. But
Okay, but the rapping and feel good ink is pretty good. It's pretty good.
And Feel Good Inc. Yeah, but like, yeah, I agree with Haley. Like, November Has Come. I want to like that song so much, but I really, it's one of like the few that I don't hate it, but I just it doesn't pop out to me.
You guys just don't like. You need like it's like gangster rap, man.
I need nerdy rap.
I know you like these days like tight pants wearing little scrawny dudes rap. You gotta do the
Yes.
old school like gangster rap.
Yes. I want like
You have like
Lil Dicky and
Little Dicky.
he's a little different. He's a little more different.
I like rap when it's like funny. You know what I mean? Like it's not like
No,
guns and
but the
drugs.
old
but more
gangster
like,
rap they actually backed it up.
well, yeah,
Dustin.
I'm sure.
Yeah, but they're also dead. So
Dustin,
Mhm.
Are
do you
they?
fuck with the war?
a lot of them. A
No,
lot
not
of
all
the
of
big
them are dead.
hitters. A lot of the big hitters are.
50 Cent's alive.
Who?
Oh.
50 Cent?
I know. I'm just.
DMX just died though. But that was
Yeah.
getting shot.
Oh, yeah,
Wasn't
follow
that
on
just
Twitter.
old age?
Yeah.
No, he OD'd.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he'd had a bit of a run-in with drugs and stuff though.
Anyways.
All right, are you ready to do the?
Yeah, so I'll say because I like the randomness of it, so you don't get stuck with the same two people each time. But you don't like that you can also get two people in a row. So we can do the first person can be random, and then the second person it will cut out the other person that was in there. So like for example, right? We'll do it randomly, and if you get picked, then Haley's out. It has to be between Nathan and I for the next one.
Fuck, we're making this more convoluted than it has to be. Why don't we just have a set
No,
fixed schedule?
in my mind, it's not convoluted. No, cause it still mix it up.
Yeah, because
But-
I like that idea because
It mixes it
feel
up,
like-
but yeah.
I feel like the pairs have been very similar in a way. So
Mhm.
like I feel like you and like Danny and I are pretty similar, and then you and Nathan are pretty similar. So I think it'd be more of a
So that way, so like if Haley gets picked, then you'll be out, and it'll be between Nathan and I, or Nathan and I could both be picked right now.
Okay,
It's not that complicated in my mind, Danny.
let's try it out. Let's go.
What was the site?
I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't actually have an album ready. I didn't think I was gonna go.
Spinner.
Dirty Harry right now. Fucking it's cool,
Oh no, that
Danny.
one. Go back. I wanted that.
What again?
Dirty Harry. I'm listening to it again.
Oh, okay, okay. So, Justin, are you setting it up?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
How'd you do that?
I gotta just do this.
One. There you go.
I thought for like somewhere like GD spaces, or if you do like combos. All right. So what's the order of numbers? Who wants to be what?
Number 2.
So youngest, oldest.
Oh,
So
yeah,
one.
might as well.
Nathan's 2. Danny's 3. I'm 4.
No, let's do descending order so I can be number 2.
We did descending last like the other time. I thought.
Let's do it again.
Okay, so I'm 1 and Haley's 4
Okay.
and Danny's 2. Nathan's 3.
Sheesh.
Sheesh.
I don't know.
I can't see it either.
I can only see, like, the one thing. I only see the really dark green one.
4 is
Oh.
chosen.
Haley.
Okay, so and then the list between Nathan and I.
So Haley, what album are you picking this time?
Do I have to wait?
I can say it now.
Okay. Well, okay. Okay. So I need your help.
My
No,
help?
no help.
Male?
This
No,
is- you're a
no,
big girl.
no. Male or female?
You're a big girl.
Male or female? Choose.
I guess you did female
Male.
last time.
Male.
Male.
Wow, what
Yeah.
sex?
Oh. Oh. Damn.
Male.
babe.
Well, I'm making you fucking
smell it?
choice for you because
Thank
Justin
you.
doesn't want to do it for you.
I didn't say anything. I said you chose a female last time.
All right. We're gonna go basic again.
You gonna do it?
It's gonna
Which
be
one
Frank
you doing?
Ocean.
Oh, choose what you want.
Okay. Starboy by The Weeknd.
Hmm.
It's relatively new, right? Came out last summer.
Has anyone else listened to it?
No.
Okay. And then I think my favorite is Ordinary Life.
Yeah, because you don't like Daft Punk.
Is he in here?
Daft Punk?
Yeah, he's the first one, dude. It's
Oh,
Starboy.
Starboy,
Oh
and
my
It
God,
I,
doesn't
Starboy,
say
Starboy.
featuring.
Starboy, and I feel it coming both featuring Daft Punk.
He opens and closes the album.
Wait,
Oh wow.
God, how fucking long is that album?
It's a very long
Holy
album.
shit!
An hour and 8 minutes.
Yeah.
No, it's is there 18 or 19? 18 songs.
18,
18
yeah.
songs.
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
That's gonna be fun.
Good luck.
Anything you want to say? Anything else?
It's a relatively new album to me, but
2016.
well, what you got it for me for like what? Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
I think so. Anyways, I really like it. I think it's good. I don't know much about The Weeknd, so don't ask me anything about him.
I was drugs that I named.
Yeah, sorry.
Don't look into the lyrics. I don't know about him. I just know that he was homeless at one point of his life, so that's it. All right.
Wait, did you say your favorite song?
Yes, Ordinary Life.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
All right, so I'm still 1. Nathan's 3. So there we go. The dark green one's 1. Oh, you got Nathan.
Oh, really?
You seem so unimpressed.
Oh, no, Joe.
Hey Justin, you know what I'm gonna pick?
Yeah,
No.
I already listened to it.
Try, just go, just try.
I already listened to Nurture.
No, it's not nurture.
Is that the new one?
I wanted.
Are you picking right now?
guys- Yeah.
What? You're picking right now?
What?
You're picking the album right now, as in you haven't picked yet.
I mean, I'm looking at my list. I got
You
my
didn't
list,
have-
boy.
What
You
do
didn't have it
mean
ready.
I got my list.
What do you mean
I'm
your list?
ready. Okay, the first thing on my list that I was gonna pick was Model Soul by Nujabes.
I'm sorry.
It's a
how do I
very I'll send it to you guys. It's so good.
Okay.
Model Soul. It's like Modal Soul, and
We'll
the
find it.
artist is Nujabes. It's
You have it?
Nujabes. It's very chill. The guy's Japanese. Very
Okay.
there's talk around that he pretty much started the genre of lo-fi. So they try and get that genre in there, but the guy passed away like a few years ago, like in a car accident.
No shit.
But he's done. I don't know if you've seen Justin. Justin, you've watched Samurai Champloo. You
Hmm?
obviously know Nujabes did the OSTs for that. Yeah. You're peaking as well now. You're not doing your thing's going weird. I can't hear you.
Who's
He wasn't
speaking?
saying anything.
Yeah, I wasn't saying
there
anything.
you
I
go.
was
Yeah.
shaking my head. I was
Oh,
giving.
I thought you said something. You're like, um, yeah, okay. But yeah, anyway, check it out. It's good.
And
Check it
your
out.
favorite song?
I have a favorite song. It's all really good.
Be prepared.
Um,
Be
if I
Come on, Scar.
I
Scar
would-
They're all his
Scar-
favorite songs.
the first 4 songs are so good, but I'm gonna say Feather for the first one.
Hmm.
Feather.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
I got them
it's
both
very good.
downloaded.
That quick?
What?
That quick?
Yeah.
An American internet boy.
Yep.
I
Apple
remember a
Music.
time when that wasn't the case for Danny.
Yeah. Yeah. Good times.
Oh,
Terrible times.
have an update, guys. Guess not playing tonight.
Remember every time you would like try to turn on your Xbox?
Oh,
like,
I'm
that day?
Xbox. Yeah, every time I turn on my Xbox, there's an update. Like when she's over.
Mhm.
Speaking of updates, get Halo, Nathan.
Oh yeah, yeah. And Halo 5.
I guess we're gonna start talking about.
No, we're not talking. We're having fun. Wait,
I'll update.
I'm in control.
No,
I'm in control.
whose name is on this?
Fine.
No, you Haley
Oh, are,
Davis.
are you
We
taking
don't
her
play
last
video
name
games.
and first
We
names?
don't play video games.
She plays video games. Sometimes.
Not
We
much
don't.
anymore.
None of us do. We don't play video games at all.
She likes my
Speak for yourself,
joystick.
bitch.
Look at his face.
Jesus Christ, Nathan! All of a sudden, you just look really
Like Gene,
like
like Gina
Yeah,
Wilder.
that's how I feel.
no,
right
no,
now,
no,
dude.
like
That's
his
how I
eyes.
feel.
His eyes are just dark.
Yeah,
He-
you,
Told him
he
he's
looks
dying.
exhausted, and I go, "Oh yeah, yeah. How's that going?"
Oh,
I made so many Make-A-Wish Foundation jokes yesterday.
I just look really tired. I didn't get much sleep last night.
Mm,
And then I went for a 4 kilometer.
oh, he's dying.
Yeah,
He's fading away.
his voice is dying. All right. Well, this was another fun episode. Hopefully, Nate is with us in 2 weeks for the next one.
We'll see.
We'll
Yeah.
see.
We'll
If
see.
not,
Does
I
that
will
mean
listen to the album in his honor.
my album wins if they have 4 because he dies?
Our competition.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you all, and we will see you.
All right.
Wait, how do I? Oh,
Deuces.
There you go.
there we go.
What?
What?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh.